Guys, Mrs. Pfann here. I am going to teach you how to make granola today. At the bottom of this video, or if not, on your Teacher's Dojo account, you can pull up this PDF that I've made of Mrs. Pfann's secret granola recipe. I'm going to show you how to make my granola, and then I want you to think about your own recipe and how to make your own granola. You can write your recipe on the recipe card provided, and then you can share your granola recipe as a picture on Class Dojo. My recipe, you can see I am using cups, teaspoons, which is the abbreviation TSP, tablespoons, TBSP, and then a quarter teaspoon for that salt, because salt's not super healthy for you, and a lot of my other ingredients have salt in it. Started, I preheated my oven to 350 degrees, which is in my directions. And the cool thing about granola is you just mix it all together and then you cook it. The ingredient is 2.5 cups of oats. So I bought these at King Soopers. There's like the last one there, but I'm sure they'll be getting more soon. And I have my cup, measurement cup, 1 cup, and I'm going to pour 1 cup, 2 cups and a half into a mixing bowl. So I'm just going to mix it all into this bowl. It'll be super easy. I'm sorry if you hear my bird chirping. They're probably going to chirp through this whole video. Then I love pecans. So I bought some pecans at the store also. I'm going to cut the lid, the top. And I said a cup of pecans, so that's easy enough. Do you say pecans or pecans? My husband and I have our differences about that. I'm from the South. We say pecans. So about a cup of pecans. A ½ cup of raisins. So you could use another measuring cup, like a ½ cup, but mine has a ridge for a ½ cup, so I'm going to use the same one to save on some cleaning. ½ cup of raisins. Raisins are really sugary, so I didn't want to put too much in my granola. The raisins in the mixture. My next one is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm going to grab my teaspoon. Looks like this. And my big honkin' thing of cinnamon. There you go, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Just going to sprinkle it in there. Tablespoon of brown sugar. So the tablespoon's bigger. I'm going to cut the snip off the top of my brown sugar. Brown sugar is just a sweetening ingredient. I like it better than white sugar, but you can choose if you want sugar in your own recipe and what kind of sugar you want. So 1 tablespoon, not too much, and then my favorite, 2 tablespoons of honey. So this is locally grown honey, and it's going to take me a minute to get the jar open, so I'm going to pause it open. So I'm going to scoop 1, and I washed my hands, so I can use my hands a little bit to get that sticky honey in there, in the bowl. It's kind of fun to get messy sometimes. And then 2. So that's really going to stick everything together, I think. Okay. Good idea to clean up a little bit for the next step. I'm clean. So I only have 2 ingredients left. My last 2 are salt and, just salt. 1 ingredient left. So I'm going to take my 1/4 teaspoon, it's so tiny, and I'm going to pour myself some salt. There you go. I'm going to sprinkle it in there in my bowl. All right, I've got a big granola concoction here. So my next step is I'm going to pour it onto my baking sheet, and then I'm going to place it in the oven. So I'll show you what it looks like in a second. I already took a bite, and it's good so far. So you gotta cook it to make it taste better. And you know at STEM how, like, I don't know, you have to change what you do sometimes. Your first STEM project might not be perfect. I think I learned a lesson to do the honey at the end. I think if I would have drizzled it on the top, it would have stuck better. So think about that when you make your recipe. I'm gonna put this in my oven for 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Right, delicious, just out of the oven. It's really hot, so I'm going to let it cool off. It smells really good, so that's a good sign. And then I'm going to put it in some Tupperware, and I'm going to sprinkle it on my cereal or in my yogurt, or maybe just eat it by the handful and see how good it tastes. All right, guys, so your job, if you choose to accept it, is you can do my recipe, or you can do some research online. There's lots of granola recipes, and you can come up with your own recipe. Now, I'd rather you not just copy someone else's recipe. You can pick and choose from different recipes and make your own granola. Maybe you want a different type of nut. Maybe you want chocolate chips. Maybe you want more honey, less honey. It's up to you. So I hope, I'm excited to see your recipes. Please send them a picture and your granola to your teacher on Dojo, and they can share it with me. All right, bye guys.